He lost everything at 55, but his second half became the best part of his life. At 55 years old, Robert believed the most important part of his life was already behind him. For more than 30 years, he had worked the same job. Every morning he woke up before sunrise, worked long hours, and sacrificed his dreams to provide for his family. He told himself it was worth it. But one day, everything changed. The company he had given his life to suddenly downsized, and Robert lost his job. After 3 decades of loyalty, it ended with one short meeting and a handshake. 4 weeks, Robert sat quietly in his house. The same man who once carried so many responsibilities now felt lost. He kept asking himself the same painful question. What am I supposed to do now? One evening, while walking through his neighborhood, he noticed a group of young boys playing football in an empty field. They were laughing, running, and shouting directions. But something was clear. They had no coach, no guidance. Robert stood there watching for a while. Then one boy kicked the ball badly and shouted, "We need someone to teach us." Robert felt something move inside him. Years ago, he had loved football. In fact, when he was younger, he had dreamed of becoming a coach. But life had taken him in another direction. That evening he walked onto the field and said, "Do you boys want some help?" The next day he returned. Then the next week. Before long, Robert was training them regularly, teaching them discipline, teamwork, and confidence. The boys improved. They respected him. And slowly, something inside Robert came back to life. Word spread through the community. Soon parents began thanking him for mentoring their children. A year later, Robert became the official coach for a youth team in his town. One afternoon, as he watched the boys celebrate a victory, he realized something powerful. Losing his job hadn't ended his story. It had redirected it. The first half of his life was about responsibility, but the second half was about purpose. And sometimes, life removes something from your hands, just so it can place something better in your heart. So if you feel like your best years are already behind you, remember this. The story is not finished, because the second half will be better than the first. And if this story inspired you, don't forget to subscribe to Impact Stories, hub for more powerful stories that remind us that life can always begin again.